Donald Trump has absolutely exploded in a childish tantrum, the likes of which we've not seen for a while, over what is really a very well done ad that mirrors the style and format of an old Ronald Reagan ad, but goes right after Trump on his handling of coronavirus. And the Lincoln Project, which has created the ad, is paying to run the ad during Tucker Carlson's program on Fox News. They're claiming that they are going to keep running these ads as we close in on the November election. Now, we briefly talked yesterday about a few tweets that Donald Trump sent about this. And it is an ad by the Lincoln Project. The Lincoln Project is an anti-Trump super PAC. George Conway founded and funded, I think, rightly said. And hilariously, George Conway is the husband of Trump's own advisor, Kellyanne Conway. I would love to know what a quiet night at home is like with them at this point in time. But in any case, it goes right after Trump on coronavirus. It's called Morning in America, but morning spelled Mourning. Let's take a look at the ad. Listen to the ad. It's just a minute long.
There's mourning in America. Today, more than 60,000 Americans have died from a deadly virus Donald Trump ignored. With the economy in shambles, more than 26 million Americans are out of work, the worst economy in decades. Trump bailed out Wall Street, but not Main Street. This afternoon, millions of Americans will apply for unemployment. And with their savings run out, many are giving up hope. Millions worry that a loved one won't survive COVID-19. There's mourning in America. And under the leadership of Donald Trump, our country is weaker and sicker and poorer. And now, Americans are asking, if we have another 4 years like this, will there even be an America?
Paid for by the Lincoln Project, which is responsible for the content of this advertising.
So like I said, they paid to run this during Tucker Carlson's show on Monday night, which may be how Donald Trump first saw it, which is just great. I mean, you're going right after Trump in the ad, and you're also going right after Trump by targeting the Fox News audience. And what is good about this ad is that it gets right at the heart of not just the lack of empathy of Donald Trump's response to coronavirus, reporting death numbers when he does as mere curiosities, essentially. But it also goes after Trump's cronyism. It goes after Trump's indifference. It goes after Trump's inaction, and it covers all of it. And it gets to the economic issues as well. And those may well be resonating with Republicans in the context of who they're going to vote for in November. 60 seconds of a really well done ad. And it has sent Donald Trump into a complete and total tailspin. Trump started with a series of tweets close to 1 a.m, early Tuesday morning, where he wildly attacked George Conway and the other Republicans that are involved in this project, saying, quote, brace yourselves, by the way, quote, a group of rhino Republicans who failed badly 12 years ago, then again 8 years ago, and then got badly beaten by me, a political first-timer 4 years ago, have copied, no imagination, the concept of an ad from Ronald Reagan, Morning in America, doing everything possible to get even for all of their many failures. You see, these loser types don't care about 252 new federal judges, 2 great Supreme Court justices, a rebuilt military, a protected Second Amendment, biggest ever tax and regulation cuts, and much more. I didn't use any of them because they don't know how to win. And their so-called Lincoln Project is a disgrace to Honest Abe. I don't know what Kellyanne did to her deranged loser of a husband, Moonface. By the way, Moonface, interchangeably a slur against Asian people. George Conway, I believe, is half Filipino. Also just a slur or an insult for people with certain medical conditions. Her deranged loser of a husband, Moonface, but it must have been really bad. John Weaver lost big for Kasich to me. Crazed Rick Wilson lost for Evan McMullen to me. Steve Schmidt and Reed Galvin lost for John McCain. Romney's campaign manager lost to Big O. And Jennifer Horn got thrown out of the New Hampshire Republican Party. They're all losers, but Abe Lincoln Republican is all smiles. Okay, so that's a mouthful. That was close to 1 a.m. Tuesday morning, but it continued yesterday during the day with Donald Trump then tweeting, quote, most of the money raised by the rhino losers of the so-called Lincoln Project, remember, rhino means Republican in name only, goes into their own pockets. With what I've done on judges, taxes, regulations, healthcare, the military, vets' choice, and protecting our great Second Amendment, they should all love Trump. Problem is, I beat them all. This is the guy who is close to being the leader of the free world. Were it not for Angela Merkel, he probably would be. This guy has access to nukes. He has access to nukes. He's in charge of responding to a 100-year pandemic. And this is what he's tweeting. Now, understand, the ad is really a parody or a sort of satirization. I don't know if that's a word, a satirizing of an old Ronald Reagan ad. Trump says that they are copying it because they don't have imagination. No, this is called satire. This is called turning something around. Morning in America was the Reagan ad. Here is what is being mimicked. This is the original Reagan ad.
It's morning again in America. Today, more men and women will go to work than ever before in our country's history. With interest rates at about half the record highs of 1980, nearly 2,000 families today will buy new homes, more than at any time in the past 4 years. This afternoon, 6,500 young men and women will be married. And with inflation at less than half of what it was just 4 years ago, they can look forward with confidence to the future. It's morning again in America. And under the leadership of President Reagan, our country is prouder and stronger and better. Why would we ever want to return to where we were less than 4 short years ago?
I find it funny that Trump attacks them for copying it. He doesn't seem to understand this isn't a lack of creativity. This is taking a well-known ad that was positive about a president and tweaking it to expose the horrible leadership of Donald Trump. Excellent job by the Lincoln Project. Doesn't mean I agree with them. I'm not rehabilitating the image of whoever, right? None of that. But if they help us remove Trump for something better than Trump, then that's a good thing. And the next 6 months are going to be wild if they keep putting these ads together. We'll have more coverage of this ad on the David Pakman Show Instagram page at David Pakman Show. Also, this weekend, it's happening. I am going to be participating in a transplant of my tomato sprouts from indoors to outdoors in my urban garden. If you're looking to follow the adventure, follow me on Instagram at david.pakman. Very serious stuff. One of our sponsors is privacy.com. They're giving you $5 when you sign up for their completely free service at privacy.com/Pakman. I've been using Privacy for a little over a year now. You've heard me talk about it before. It's a lifesaver, and here's how it works. It takes just a couple of minutes to set up. Anytime you buy something online or on the phone, instead of actually using your real credit card number, the Privacy app and the browser plugin let you give each company a randomized virtual credit card number that you create out of thin air. It'll even autofill the card number with one click. And the payment is taken out of your checking account without the merchant ever knowing your real information. So this allows you to keep your banking information secure, but also to take control of your finances. You can create up to 12 of these virtual credit cards a month. You can set spending limits. You can freeze them. You can delete them anytime you want. So when you do this, it means you're not going to be charged when you don't want to be, because you can destroy the virtual card number right after using it, which, for instance, I love using free trials because I know I won't be charged when the trial is over if I use a virtual credit card number. You're keeping your identity private by not telling companies who you are. You're keeping your bank or credit card info protected against data breaches and identity theft. And it's free. There's no catch whatsoever. But if you want, Privacy also offers a $10 a month plan that gives you 1% cash back and lets you create 36 credit cards a month, and a $25 a month plan tailored more for small businesses where you can create 60 card numbers a month and much more. But definitely go ahead and at least get started with the free plan. You'll protect your financial info. Companies can't charge you unexpectedly. And like I said, you'll get $5 to spend when you sign up at privacy.com/Pakman.